Live from Washington, D.C., it's the last honest man in Washington. It's the Kuhner Show. From the Washington Times, from our nation's capital, live from the belly of the beast, it's Kuhner time.
Welcome back to the Kuhner Show on 570 WTNT, the last honest man in Washington. 301-984-9570 is the number. 301-984-9570. My friends, later in this hour, you're not going to believe it, the liberal slob, the comedian Rosie O'Donnell, remember I quoted her yesterday saying she wanted communism? She now says on her show she agrees with Helen Thomas's anti-Semitic comments that all the Jews should leave Israel and go back, quote, home to Poland and Germany. Also, Oliver Stone, he's coming out now with a new movie praising the Venezuelan socialist dictator Hugo Chavez. We'll have that and so much more. But first, blame Bush. This is now the new strategy of the well, not new, but the let's put it this way, the linchpin of the strategy for the Democrats going into November. Nancy the Piranha Pelosi, in a recent interview, was asked, are you going to continue to blame Bush? How is it that after 18 months of Obama being in office, after a $1 trillion economic stimulus package, after one massive budget after another, after passing health care, after passing a reform of the banks, after all of these initiatives by the Obama administration, how can you keep blaming Bush? And her answer, we're going to keep blaming Bush until the problems are not here. In other words, we're going to keep blaming Bush as long as we need to keep blaming Bush to distract the American people from our own incompetence. Here is the piranha in her own words. Ray, roll the clip, baby.
Why do Democrats keep blaming the Bush administration?
I haven't heard that.
Forward?
I haven't heard that.
So you think it's a favor? But when does that run out? When do you feel like that runs out with the public?
Well, it runs out when the problems go away. And here's what the president inherited. He inherited a deficit when this president inherited from the Clinton administration 4 budgets that were either in surplus or in balance.
Okay, cut it there, Ray. Stop it right there. Hold it right there. Okay, so by her own admission, she says, until the problems go away. The problems are never going to go away under this administration and this Congress. How is the deficit going to go away? How is the economic crisis going to go away? How is Iran going to go away? How is the war in Afghanistan going to go away? It's not going anywhere. So in other words, what she's saying is, as long as there's trouble in the Middle East, we're going to blame Bush. As long as we have high unemployment, we're going to blame Bush. As long as we have high deficits, we're going to blame Bush. But more than that, tell me, we all know Bush inherited surpluses. Did 9/11 happen or did it not happen? Tell me, when 3,000 Americans are massacred on American soil, does this not throw the economy into a massive recession? We know Bush spent like a drunken sailor. We know he left us with soaring deficits. You're not telling us something we don't know. But what happened under under Obama? Forget about Clinton. What happened under Obama? What was his first budget deficit, his first budget that year? It was $1.6 trillion, the highest in American history. What's his budget deficit for this year? $1.4 trillion. He has quadrupled the deficit that he inherited from Bush. So tell me, as you're digging a deeper hole, how can you blame Bush? Who's responsible for Obama's spending spree? Who's responsible for a $1 trillion health care entitlement program that we can't afford? It's you, Madam Speaker. It's the dear leader, Madam Speaker. It's Dirty Harry, Madam Speaker, not George Bush. Keep rolling it, Ray.
into a massive deficit. He brought us to the brink of a financial crisis, brought us to the brink of deep recession.
Okay, hold it right there, Ray. He brought us to the brink of a financial crisis? He brought us to the brink of a deep recession? Tell me, who has worsened the financial crisis? Tell me, who's taking over all the banks, Madam Speaker? Tell me, Madam Speaker, why are the banks still not lending, Madam Speaker? After TARP, after hundreds of billions of dollars of bailing out the banks, the financial sector, all of these insurance companies, everybody's getting bailed out. Fannie and Freddie's getting bailed out, Madam Speaker. But somehow you haven't solved the financial crisis. You've just made it worse. So tell me, how is this George Bush's fault? The Great Recession? Tell me, Madam Speaker. You're the ones who told us, pass the economic stimulus. It'll be morning again in America. It'll restore economic recovery. Tell me, Madam Speaker, how is it that the unemployment rate has gone up under Obama's watch? And now we are trillions of dollars in the hole. You are the ones that are destroying this economy. You are the ones that are raising our taxes. You are the ones that are driving investment out of the United States. Tell me, Madam Speaker, how is that George Bush's fault? Ray, keep rolling the clip, baby.
Ignoring issues that relate to climate change.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Ignoring issues that are related to climate change. Hey, bozo. This is getting unbelievable now. After ClimateGate, after the overwhelming scientific evidence that man-made global warming is a complete myth and a hoax, that they've been cooking the books, you're still going to play this climate change charade? You're still going to play this con on the American people? Ignoring climate change? No. You're the one that's ignoring the scientific evidence. Tell me, Madam Speaker, I understand with your Botox and your facelift, it's hard for you to talk. I understand your mouth is always wide open. I understand that. So maybe I'm mishearing you. Okay, it happens. But tell me, in that primitive San Francisco Marxist mind of yours, in that liberal mind of yours, tell me, the Earth has been cooling for the last 15 years. Every barometer of the Earth's temperatures proves that. Tell me, Madam Speaker, if the Earth has been cooling, how is it that we're warming? Can you explain that to me, Madam Speaker? To me, cooling means colder. Warming means hotter. Can you explain that? Ray, keep rolling the clip, baby.
This should be one of the issues in the fall. Bush administration, what happened then?
Well, what continues to happen now? On our energy bill, we wanted to rein in the oil companies. The Republicans said no. On the health insurance bill, we want to rein in the health insurance industry. The Republicans said no. On Wall Street reform legislation, we want to rein in those who were reckless on Wall Street. The Republicans said no. We didn't get one single vote. We didn't get one single vote from the Republicans in the House.
According to the Piranha, Nancy Pelosi, the Wicked Witch of the West, it's the Republicans. They didn't get a single vote. Nothing. Nothing for the stimulus. Nothing for Wall Street reform, financial re-regulation. Nothing on health care. Hey, Piranha, you don't need a Republican vote. Maybe you didn't get the memo. You're the Speaker of the House. You have the gavel. You have 59 Democrats in the Senate. You control both houses of Congress. You don't need one Republican vote. You have all the power. I know Barney Frank said yesterday, as we played yesterday, he wants even more power. Never enough power for you liberals. You have all the power you need in the House and the Senate. The fact that not one Republican supported it, it's irrelevant. You have the majority. You can pass anything you like, and everything you've passed has destroyed the economy and made the economic crisis even worse. And so my question to all of you is this, my friends. The question before the House is, do you believe Bush is still responsible for the economic crisis and problems we face today?